so out of practice, and my stomach is all of a sudden growling. Why does that have to do that right when I want to Hi, welcome to the Palace of Yarn and Thread. This is my crafty little area of the internet where I get to sit there and gab all about what I make. My name is Amanda. I'm coming to you from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it's been a while, but life has been lifing, and we'll get into that. So, first and foremost, if you are just joining us for the first time, welcome. Grab yourself a cup of something, a little snacky, maybe a craft, settle on in, and we'll see how this goes. If you are returning, I want to say thank you so much for all of your support. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and a like, and maybe share it with others. Anyway, alright, so we're in a brand new location today. We are in my bedroom. Yeah. So you get to see some of my little witchy stuff and some crafts and clothes hanging up behind me. It is what it is. So yeah, we're in my bedroom today. So let's just dive on in, shall we? I have a few finished objects. Yay, go me! First we're gonna start off with what I'm wearing, and it's gonna be kind of hard for me to show you because this chair that I'm sitting in makes a lot of noise. So, I am wearing my dragon. It's my book dragon trophy, hand embroidered. On the bottom it says just one more chapter or one more page. I don't remember. I think it says chapter. Yeah, chapter. I was right. On the sleeve, however, I have some different things that I've put on here. That one is leather and bark. Then I have, of course, a dragon. So I have Taryn and Darna. And then I have Butcher and Blackbird. And City of Starlight Valeris. So, as you can see, those are some of the books I read. Not all of the books, but some of them. I still have a lot more space I could do it. This is kind of my trial run to see how it holds up. I've got a few places that might need a little love and care, but whatever. Anyway, that's my finished object. I'm so happy with this one. I've already got the second one planned. I just need to actually wash the shirt because I don't want to work on it until it's been washed. So yeah. All right, well that's that. The next thing I have is a finished pair of socks. My next finished object is my vanilla socks. These are size medium, so it's a 64 count cast on. The yarn is Fairy Witchcraft from Sock Obsession Yarn Co. And I love this. They are so soft. And I have extra. I have leftover. Like I can make a whole nother set of socks. I love that. But yes. Socks done. These I started in February and I finished them this last Saturday. Yeah. So it took me longer. I am no longer trying for the goal of one pair of socks a month because that ship has sailed. It is what it is, and I'm okay with that. I have been working on some things for the farmer's market, so I have a new product that I'm getting out there. It's a jar opener. It's just a kind of a grippy liner fabric, but I crochet around it, and then they can hang. But I've got 4 of them done, so go me. So far, I think they're going to be a good thing. I'm not going to make any more than this until I know how they sell. If they do turn out well, then I'll continue to sell them, and I'll put some in the Wandering Magpie, and I'll load them on my website. But as of right now, those are the only ones I've got. Yeah. I have 4 finished spins. I am a little shocked by that. Technically it's 5, but I'm not going to count it as 5. The first one is from a drop spindle, This is all drop spindle. This is a merino silk base. This is in the color Storm, and I need to wind it up because right now it's just kind of, it is what it is. It has been washed. This was literally my first big attempt at a drop spin. This is 4 ounces. It's a lot, but I think it turned out well. It was all done on a drop spindle, even the plying. It's a 2-ply. Some are thicker than others, but I'm not mad at it. It's just going to be made into some sort of, I don't know. We'll see. The second one, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the microphone. My microphone is literally right here. This is what we've got. So another spin I've got, and I tried 2 different things out. One's a 2-ply and one's a 3-ply. And I see where I had some tension problems. I started working on my electric eel wheel Nano 2.1, and I had to practice. So all of the spins that I'm about to show you are all practice. And in this journey of practicing, I learned tension, I learned overspinning, underspinning, things. And so that being the case, you can see the learning journey. So what that tells me is that I'm making progress, but this is all merino, just basic merino. This color, this first one is a 2-ply, and I mean, it's not the prettiest thing. I mean, it doesn't hang wonky. I mean, it's got a little bit of an overspin. There's a lot of overspin in it. I mean, I wish I could tell you there weren't corkscrews in here, but like it's a whole thing. But it's very basic. It's not the super softest of yarn, but it'll make a good brim to a hat, maybe. That is the 2-ply option. The 3-ply option I have is here, and yeah, I mean it's not bad. There's got some spots of overspin in it too, but I mean for never trying a 3-ply before, I'm not mad at it. Yeah, I'll take it. It you learn as you go. So then I did. I For anybody that follows me on Facebook knows that I got some other yarn or other roving to spin with this original batch, and I hated that yarn. I hated it with a fiery passion. Lori at Get Stitchin did offer to kind of recard it to see if it would smooth out for me because it had some pieces that were just problematic. I just suffered through it. It did teach me some things about drafting. Um, yeah, but it's all spun up. I did ply it. It's a 2-ply with this. So this technically was the leftover from this project. Um, so what I did is I took the blue and then I took that, which originally looked like a cotton candy color, but it kind of spun out gray, which was weird. But color theory, I guess. I don't know. It is what it is. Anyway, so I actually got 2 different. Okay, so the Nano only holds like 2 ounces of fiber on each bobbin, so you have to get kind of creative with how you spin up, because you are going to do shorter bursts of spinning because of it, which is fine. And then I can attach them all, or I can just hank them separately, whatever. This was what was left. Um, So I mean, I'm not mad. It turned out really soft. It's pretty blues and some purples and that's pops of color all through it. Um, you can see some of the funness, if you will. This is the big one. This one right here is the big one. I don't even know if you can tell. I would say it turned out to be in spots it's a DK, and in some spots it's maybe an Aaron. I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at one right here. It's like art yarn, and I hate art yarn. And then there's some overspin. Like, it's just special. So I'm gonna cake this up, and my mom is going to see about maybe loom knitting a hat with it. Um, and it'll be for donation because I want this yarn gone. Like, I'm not even playing. I want it gone. She wants to put this into it. She can. I'm just gonna cake it up and let her play with it because I have no desire to make anything with it, like at all. So yeah. But those are my finished objects. I had 4 spins, this shirt, 4 jar openers, and um 5 spins technically, I guess. And then the jar openers. So yeah, those are my finished objects. I have been busy in the time I've been away. I've been stressed out, but I have been busy keeping myself occupied and out of trouble, if you will. All right, let's move on into whips. Because, a girl's always got to have something in the making. And I do. So my first whip is, okay, I'm branching out. If you can believe it, I'm branching out. I am going to try a new sock pattern. I have only ever made vanilla socks, just ever. And I'm trying something new. I'm going to make something called, it's a pattern called the crunkled socks, and I'm looking over here off because that's where it is. It is a paid pattern by Kay Jones. It was released back in 2020. But it's super cute. So the bottom of the sock is just your basic stockinette, and then the top has this like honeycomb looking pattern to it. I'll pop a picture of it here. Um, it's got a different heel I have to learn. I don't think it's too difficult, too different than a heel pattern from Crazy Sock Ladies vanilla sock heel pattern, but I'm used to the Eye of Partridge. I don't know why, I just love it. We'll see how this goes. But so far, it's going. I'm just now into like the I just passed the cuff, but this is what we've got. And this colorway, this is from Dragon Hoard Yarns, and this colorway is Should I Get the Wingleader? So fourth ring reference for you, but yes, Should I Get the Wingleader? So pretty. It's got some darks, some moody blue, blacks, deep red, just really pretty. And this is what it's making so far. As I said, I just passed the cuff on the first sock, so more to come. No promises on how long that one's going to take me, because yeah. There's that. I do have a bowl cozy I'm working on, just a crocheted bowl cozy out of cotton yarn. Nothing special about it. It's a pattern I wrote. I'm making it for the farmer's market to see how well it'll do. I've only made one other one before, and it took a while to sell, so it may not go over very well. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll have another bowl cozy for my house. I'm not mad at that. Yeah. I have not touched the scrap blanket in a couple weeks. It's just sitting there, so no changes. Life is life, guys. um, and I am in the process of also writing a pattern for a pint of ice cream cozy. There are many patterns out there. I personally like to write my own. That way I can replicate it faster and it fits what I want out of it. I'm weird. I know. I like to make things more difficult for myself, if you will. It's chaotic that way. Whatever. But those I don't have a lot of whips. I do have some plans that I want to go down the rabbit hole with because I have some beautiful sandhill yarn that I think would make a pretty shawl. maybe. I don't know. I've been wanting to make shawls. Not because I'm always cold. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. Would I ever actually use a shawl? Probably not. I barely use scarves. I do use them, but whatever. I'm rambling at this point. So let's get into purchases, because your girl has made some purchases. Now, I only have 3 in here that I can show you, um, because one is too big and it's in the living room, and the other ones I have not gotten yet because he's delivering them today or tomorrow. Anyway, let's discuss what they are, though, shall we? So first things that I can show you that are here, um, well, you know, well, when you pick up a new hobby, you're not just picking up a hobby, you're picking up a collection as well. This is Living Dreams yarn, 4 ounces top roving in the colorway. I have no idea. Alicorn Dream, maybe? I'll have to double check that. I'll pop it on the screen if not. But it's this really pretty blues, pinks, purples. We've got a slice of white in there. This is only half of it. The other half is in the living room on the Nano. It's spinning up beautifully. It's so pretty. It didn't marl itself. Well, it kind of marled, but it didn't turn gray like the other one did. I'll take that as a win. But yeah, so there's that one. And then please note, all of the yarn, all of the roving that I've got here, I did get it off of Amazon, because it is practice yarn. It's for practice. When I want something just, I will buy it and get Stitchin. But as of right now, just for practice, because I don't want to, screw up, pay really good money and screw something up. Anyway, I do have 2 other colorways from same yarn company via Amazon. This is also Living Dreams yarn. This is the color Larkspur, dark moody purples. Isn't that pretty? So there's that one, and then the other one I have is in the colorway Leviathan, same company, but it's Leviathan. I gotta love the name because I'm a Supernatural fan. But it's got some blues and silvers. It's showing up on camera a lot more like aqua teal, but in reality, it's kind of a cobalts, if that makes sense. In navies and cobalts and navies. Yeah, cobalts and navies, exactly. I'm out of practice, if you haven't noticed. This is Leviathan. The other one is Larkspur, and they're from their Winners Circle batch. Anyway, so those are the wools I've purchased that I'm working on. Sorry for all the crinkling, but I don't want to lose what's what, if you will. Let's see here. So that's those 3 purchases. Now, my Nano, as I mentioned earlier, I have an electric eel wheel Nano 2.1 spinning wheel, size of my hand. Like, I can fit it in the palm of my hand. The little bag that I put my wool in, I can put the wool and the Nano in here and carry it with me. It is just that small for context. But it only came with 6 bobbins. And I found out very quickly you go through a lot more bobbins, especially when you can only spin up like 2 ounces at a time. And then you gotta try plying it. So you're like, okay, what do I do now? So, Julie of Crafts by Nerdy Love Designs, it has a 3D printer, and I paid her, basically, I bought the filament and paid her to make me some more bobbins. I ordered 12. I'm getting 20. That's because she's my bestie. I'm not complaining. But I picked the colors, she printed them up, she got them all cleaned up, and I'll be getting them today or tomorrow, most likely. But that'll be nice because I'll have more bobbins. I also got a case for my spinning wheel, and it's not this spinning siren case. I wanted something that would hold everything. And so I got a large cosmetic case on wheels. And that way I can put the Nano in the my Lazy Kate in the bottom. And then I can also put the bobbins in one compartment, the wool in another compartment, and all the accessories in the very top. So far, working out really good. It's a really pretty like aqua color. I love it. Kind of a rubbery texture to it. It's really nice. I will try to put a picture in here. Yeah. I'm hoping that all my bobbins fit in there because otherwise I'm going to be rethinking how I'm going to store the bobbins because the Nano is small, but it's too big with the flywheel. I mean, I guess I could take the flywheel off and put it in the flywheel, or is it the motor spot that it's too thick? I don't know. We'll figure it out. It'll work. It'll work. So yeah, I do technically have one more whip, and it's right here. You could probably see it. It's on another Lazy Kate, but I'm drop spindling it. This is that poppy seed color. It's merino silk that I got from Get Stitchin. It's back here. Yeah. So yeah, my chair is very creaky, and I don't know why. I'm looking at my notes. If you wonder, I am looking at my notes. But I have those purchases. I have bought other things, but they're not craft related. Well, one is. But I can't say what it is because it's a secret. Planting. Okay. Let's talk planting because I did mention that we would discuss growing things because I am a hydroponic grower and I try to grow in soil as well. Hydroponically, we're great. Nothing wrong there. I've got some bell peppers on the vine. I've got one tomato. um and I have a sugar rush peach pepper plant that is taking over the world and I had to prune it this morning because it was if I don't let it go, it's about 4 feet tall right now, and I don't think that's normal for a hydroponic. Tomatoes, yes. Sugar rush peach pepper, no. But oh well. Outside, I do have a tomato plant, cucumbers, a pepper plant. I think it's bells. What else do I have there? Oh, carrots planted. I also have um, white sage, strawberries, and basil. And after I planted, we got another freeze. Because of course we did. It's Oklahoma. And so I replanted. And then it got cold again. But not freezing, thank God. Because I guess I have some extra seeds. I don't want to have to keep replanting things. So I threw some lavender into the mix as well just to see if it would grow. And so far, carrots are still a carrot is surviving so far. The replant of the cucumbers is doing well. I think I have one pepper plant and several of my basil has popped, and then some of the flowers that I've got in front and back have also popped. So far so good. We shall see, because every time I plant, it drops 30 degrees, and I wish I was joking. Earlier, was it late last week? It was 80 or 90 degrees, and the next day it was 60, if that. So, thanks, Oklahoma. super special. But anyway, so that's my planting update. We will keep an eye on things to see how it turns out. But as of right now, we might have things grow. Maybe. Life update. And this is the area in which I tell you why it's been so long since I've said anything to anyone or posted. I do post kind of fairly regularly on like Facebook and sometimes Instagram, but between work changes and farmers market getting started and doing things for my small business, we had a family emergency. So back on the 11th of March, my mom was in a horrible car wreck. Ended up in the hospital overnight. Thankfully, it was just one night, but she ended up with a broken left first rib, a fractured sternum, and a fractured C7, bruising like you wouldn't believe. Could only sleep in her living in her recliner. It's just it's been long, and she's slowly getting better, but I think she's got a little ways to go still. Sneezing scares the living crap out of all of us for her because it feels like she's being punched in the sternum. The first two times she sneezed, she screamed at the same time, so it terrified all of us, including the dog. But yeah, she's okay. Her car is totaled. Unfortunately, the guy who hit her did not have insurance, because of course he didn't. Um, they were all trying to say that she had the red light or she had a yellow light, and she had a dash cam, baby. And we proved it wrong. She was the right. He full on ran it. He didn't have the green arrow, you know. So there's that. So we've been fighting with insurance and leave of absence companies, and it's just been fantastic. And now we got to look for her new car. Very, very scary day. But she's okay. We're very thankful for that. Just had something new planned for her car. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you updated. I did have to replace my windshield on my car. It had been cracked for about a year, so that wasn't anything recently new. But I did get a new windshield though. We also got our bathroom sink unclogged. That was the Friday after she was in the hospital. Uh, and we're still waiting on our fridge to be fixed. So life is lifing right now. Oh, and someone tagged my fence. I have a very long. I live on a corner, and I have a privacy fence, and the hoodlums, juvenile delinquents, whatever you want to call it, lack of parented types, um, graffitied my fence. It hadn't happened in a while. Like we used to get graffitied a lot, so much that my neighbor across the street would buy paint just to go paint my fence for me, and it looks like a patchwork quilt. Same color, just you can tell the new from the old. So I'm in the process of fixing all of that, but it's just me. Um, my nephew, my oldest nephew that lives with me, he did help me replace the boards, but I have to go power wash and then paint it. And then we did get a new product. It's called Vandal Guard. Not cheap. It's like $55 a gallon, but and I had to get two because I have so much fence. But I'm gonna coat it, and then that will help. If it gets graffitied again, it'll be easier to clean off. We shall see. And if it's not, they're gonna get a nice little review from me because that stuff is expensive. Yeah. So that's life. Life has been lifing. We're not even going to discuss dating. Just things have evolved on that one, but not in a bad way, in a good way. but I'm gonna leave it right there. I think I've rambled enough. Yeah, I'm out of practice. And the farmer's market season is coming up, so I need to get back into practice because it takes a lot. Because I do a lot of the lives. But I've showed you my finished objects, my works in progress. We've discussed my purchases. We've discussed the planting. I gave you the life update. I'm not reading anything new or listening into anything new. I'm still, oh, I take that back. I'm on Buttons and Pain now, which is the third book of that series. But I kind of want to, like, I'm gonna finish that part. The next portion of the series is the other brother's story, and I'm not really interested in his story at all. I've read it already, so I might go and listen to, probably go back to Scythe and Sparrow. Why not? That way I can add another button to my sleeve. I need to design some more to add to these, but that's not a thing for today. That is an eventual thing. Yeah, good times. All right, I'm done rambling. I appreciate you spending time with me today. Thank you for your patience in letting me get life back on track for my family. If you've stayed this long, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. That way you can be annoyed by me in the future. Like this video and comment. That would be great. Um, Sorry for the delicious atrocities in the background because, this is my bedroom and that's my altar. That's literally my altar. And the stuff in the window is going to be fixed this weekend because I'm getting a new blind today for my window. After 15 years, 16 years of living here, I'm finally taking down the blackout and putting an actual motorized blind in. Adulting is so much fun. Anyway, okay. I just want you to know that you are valued. I want you to keep it crafty, keep it chaotic, but keep it kind. And I will talk to you very soon.